What's up guys, Weather Wednesday coming at you with another Rage Child Legends video, and today I want to talk about my Hydra teams. I've just built the best teams I've ever had. I want to talk about them, see if it helps you out, and see if maybe you have any advice for me in case I can actually improve my team as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a screenshot of my best teams. These are my hard, brutal, and normal teams. My clan doesn't take on Nightmare, so I guess I won't know for a while if I can do this well on Nightmare. I don't know. We just aren't there, and that's the way it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and first off show you my normal team. It's got Kentra the Cyclone, Ugo, Nishak Verminlord, Razelvarg, Mashaled, and Ursula the Mourner. Kentra the Cyclone is built in Guardian and Perception, just trying to keep her alive and keep the team alive while she throws out provokes. She does throw out a good number of random debuffs on the team. She needs debuffs on the other team in order for her provoke to work, and I've got her in a 1-star cruelty, and those are her masteries. Next up, we have one of my 2 Ugo builds. I've got Ugo in Relentless and Perception. Got plenty of HP and plenty of accuracy. That's all you're going to need there. Does throw out a leech, decrease defense, and block buffs. Block buffs is the #1 reason, but Ugo also has a okay heal and an emergency revive that you sure hope that you never have to use. And this Ugo, I don't even have masteries on. I need to get masteries on the Ugo. Guess I forgot somehow. Still works out just fine for my normal team. Nishak Verminlord. He was a Christmas fusion a couple years ago, and he is great for this. I've got him in Fatal, Cruel, and Perception. Again, you're going to want to get plenty of attack on him. Crit rate is optional, but helpful. Plenty of speed. Of course, you're going to need plenty of speed on all of your champions, and accuracy is at 425. Actually, my numbers are all a little bit inflated because I've got some bonuses. I use my live arena points toward getting bonuses for Hydra, so all my numbers are going to be a little bit bumped up. I've got Brimstone on him, and those are his masteries. Next up, I've got Razelvarg the Bunny, who was in Easter Fusion about a year ago, and I've got him in Perception and Speed. Love this champion. I think he was a little bit underrated when he was Fusion. He's got a leech, helps out a little bit, increase accuracy, increase speed. Got Brimstone on him as well, and those are his masteries. Next up is Mashaled, who I pulled just a couple months ago. I did a Valentine's summon event with my wife, who pulled him and thought he was absolutely hideous. What are you gonna do? I've got him in Cruel, Perception, and Fatal, and he absolutely made this team way better than what it was before. He has increased crit damage, increased speed, true fear, and a leech. He's also got a heal reduction and a continuous heal. I have Brimstone in him as well. Really shouldn't have Brimstone on 3 champions like this, especially ones that do a lot of AoE stuff. That's just the way I had them built, so I just deal with it, but those are his masteries. And then finally, I've got Ursula the Mourner. She is my reviver. She's got Immortal and Perception, just trying to keep her alive. I've got her with good amount of HP and accuracy as well. I have a blessing waiting for her. I just haven't made a decision on that. I probably should figure that out. And then those are her masteries. And that's my team. So let's see how they do this week. Okay, so that team I did fully auto. I was just really lazy about it. and it got a little bit RNG'd at the end, so it didn't do quite as well as the week before, but still pretty good. And I don't worry too much about my normal team as long as it's okay, because you don't get any bonus multipliers or anything for normal. What's a couple extra million points? Not that big of a deal. I'm going to put way more effort into my hard and brutal teams. Now this is my hard team. I've got Rathalos Blade Master, who was a free champion not so long ago. I got Trunda, Arbiter, Mithrala, Ugo, and Inquisitor Shamail. Now Rathalos Blade Master, I actually have him in a Relentless set and a Supersonic set, trying to make him get as many turns as he possibly can. He's got a good amount of attack, and then he's got crit rate and crit damage. That's pretty much all you need from him. I ignore putting accuracy on him for the decreased defense. That's not what I'm using him for. I'm using him for as much damage as I can get. I've got the increased crit damage and the increased speed on him, and I've got him in Heaven Cast at 4 stars. And then those are his masteries. Next up, I have Trunda, and I wonder if this is the best build for her. I just have her in lethal. I don't even have the right. I don't have another set for her that works just right, so I just kind of deal with it. But I've got her in lethal with okay attack at 5,500. I feel like this needs to be a little bit better. I wonder how other people have built her to make her even better. Sometimes she does amazing. Sometimes, for some reason, she's a little bit squishy, even though she's at 60,000 HP, maybe because her defense is kind of on the low side, but I've got her at 310% crit damage. And then I've got her in Phantom Touch, and those are her masteries. And then I've got Mithrala built in a pretty typical build with just triple perception. She could be a little bit faster, but she's at 266. She's got 4,100 defense, which is good enough. Her HP is okay at 7,500, and as much accuracy and resistance combination as I could possibly get on her. I've got her in Brimstone for some reason. Okay, I guess that's fine. And then those are her masteries, but I mean, what I'm really using her for is the Hex. And she's got this other stuff. She's got a nice cleanse as well. Increased defense, increased attack. She's got a strength and a shield. And the passive isn't really helpful for Hydra so much. But yeah, I had her on my Brutal team. I made some changes a couple weeks ago, and everything got better when I got her onto my hard team. And we'll talk about my change to my Brutal team that made it even better. But she's very helpful for this team. And then we'll go ahead and look at my other Ugo, my slightly better Ugo. This one does have masteries on. Those are the masteries. And I have a miracle heal on this Ugo. It's just 1 star. For some reason, I'm not really getting good blessings for my Ugos, but that's all right. I've got this one in Relentless and Perception as well. And lots of HP at 86k. The speed is okay at 240. Could be a little bit better. Accuracy at 388. And then finally, I've got Inquisitor Shamail. I've got him in Guardian plus some random. I've got a piece of Stone Skin and a piece of Perception. Just kind of random. Filled him out. I'm wondering if I should put him in more of a damage build or not. I don't know if having him in Guardian is necessary, but you know why Inquisitor Shamail is in my Hydra team. It's just to deal with the Head of Torment. That's it. That's the only reason why he's really there, but he does do some good damage. That's why I wonder if I should put him in more of a damage build. Let me know what you think. Those are his masteries. Is he better in Guardian, or is he better as a pure damage dealer? I'm not so sure. Maybe I'll rebuild him at the next free reset. That's the team. Let's go ahead and see how we do this week. And there you go. That was a pretty good run. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at my brutal team. So there you go. We've got my brutal team has Mithrala, Artak. We've got Molly Tankard, who is the best Hydra provoker that I know of. Supreme Gaelic, and Mighty Uko, and of course Newt. So this is almost a free-to-play friendly team. I would say if it wasn't for Marishka, it would be free to play friendly. She's actually underrated for Hydra. Everybody talks about her when it comes to Arena, of course, but I use her all over the place. I currently have her in protection, which is great because she throws out a shield and a strengthen. So she basically makes it so that my team never has to worry about dying. If somebody does happen to die for some reason, Molly or Uko can pick them up, but that's pretty rare. And sometimes it comes in handy when a damage dealer dies when they've got when they're about to be consumed or devoured. I've got her in polymorph. Not gonna help you here, sorry, but at least she gets the extra stats. I was very lucky in getting a 5-star blessing on her not too long ago. That was just pure luck, and I mean she was on the wish list, but still. And those are her masteries. So she is in basically an arena build. It doesn't matter. I've got her fairly tanky, 99k HP, and lots of resistance at 506, and defense is just okay. Nothing else super matters. Maybe I could get her in some better defense, but that's all right. But basically she's there for the cleanse and to keep the team alive. She does have that nice revive the whole team when she dies, but that never comes up with this team at all. Next up, I've got Artak. Now, this is the major change that I made not too long ago. I took Mithrala out of this team and I added Artak with the Perception and Cursed set. So because of this Cursed set, and because he throws out so many AoE hits, that he's going to get that Hex on the enemy team. So he's got attacks all enemies with an HP burn. He's got an attacks all enemies with a decreased attack, and attacks all enemies on his A1 as well with the Brimstone. So it's his Hex has made all the difference on this team, and those are his masteries leading up to War Master. And then I've got Molly. Molly is my favorite Hydra champion because her provoke is perfect. It's got a chance, a 50% chance for 2 turns, but the 1 turn will happen all the time. She's got a provoke with a reflect damage. She does have a revive with a block damage, which is great in an emergency. And she's got a passive that fills all allies when she gets hit, which is great because she has that provoke. Yeah, it's even better because she's getting hit by a boss. And I mean, her A1 is nothing incredible. We're not worried about that. She's basically there for the provoke. That's the number one thing. And those are her masteries. I do have her built with a good amount of resistance and accuracy, of course. HP is okay, and her defense is really great. I absolutely love Molly on this team. I wish I had 3 Molly tank cards, basically. Next up, I've got Supreme Gaelic. I've only ever pulled 5 Void Champions with Shard. 5 Void Legendaries with Shards. Playing this game for nearly 3 years now. Coming up this summer, it'll be 3 years. Only pulled 5 ever. Supreme Gaelic was like my 3rd, and he's actually great. I've got him in Relentless and Perception. I've got most of my damage dealers in Relentless if I can. Just get as many turns as possible. He throws out this amazing block buffs, decreased speed, HP burn. Molly's gonna provoke them so that that stuff's not gonna get taken away. He's got increased attack, and he's got like an extra turn mechanic. He's just great. He's wonderful for this team. He puts up a lot of damage. And then next up, I've got Mighty Uko. Now, some people like Ugo better than Uko, and I'm not quite sure why. I think Ugo, I'd take Uko every time. I mean, he can steal buffs while throwing out the block buffs, decrease accuracy. I feel like his revive is better. He doesn't have the heal necessarily, but with Mariska in the team, that certainly doesn't matter to me. He's got the increased speed, the block damage. The only negative thing about Mighty Uko is that his A1, while it does have a decreased attack, it's an AoE, so he often, whenever Torment is up, he's going to get feared, and that's really annoying. That's why you have to have some good cleansers on the team, and that's where Mariska comes in handy. Those are his masteries. I've got an okay amount of HP at 72k. Speed is pretty good at 289. Nothing else really matters other than his accuracy. Get the accuracy up, and he'll be okay, and he'll do his job. Speed and accuracy are the most important things, and that's why I've got him in triple perception. And then finally, we've got Newt. I honestly wish that my build was better. I've got him in Relentless and Perception. It's kind of hard to build Newt as well as I would like to. I've got his defense. He's a defense-based nuker. So I've got his defense okay at 4,600. Wish it was better. His crit damage at 251. Wish it was better. The hard part is getting the crit rate, the crit damage, and the accuracy on him. Got to have the accuracy because I also use him for Fire Knight hard. So it's kind of a build that works for both teams. But I mean, you know, it's all about his A3 with this guy. He just hits so hard. It's doing a lot of damage. He's got a Brimstone Blessing. Unfortunately, only 2-star. Love it if that got a little bit higher. You got to be careful with his counterattack, particularly when Torment is out there. So if you don't have like Inquisitor Shamail or something, you're going to have to be careful about if you want to do this on auto or not. I do my brutal and hard teams on semi-auto, which it means I let it run until it looks like they're in trouble. Somebody's getting swallowed up, and I've got to make sure that they get freed. So that's what I do with those two teams. We'll go ahead and take a look at their run. And there you have it. I just smashed my previous record, which smashed my previous record for the Hydra Clash. I just put up 886 million points. And I know, there are some Krakens out there that put up trillions, quadrillions, quintillions. I don't even know how high it goes up. I get it. Most of us are not in that boat. If you're a Kraken, you're not watching my video. I understand that. That's okay. This is for people who are progressing in the game, who have made some progression. If you're a beginner, obviously you're not going to be able to build these teams, but it's something to look forward to something to consider. If you're progressing in the game, you might have a lot of these champions. You might have a lot of this gear. You might not have as strong a gear. Maybe you have stronger gear. This is all about progression. When I started the game, when Hydra came out, I should say, I had only been playing the game for about 4 or 5 months when it came out. And I was lucky if I could get the smallest chest on normal. They did nerf Hydra just a little bit, but still. Starting out, this is very difficult content. But now I've gotten to the point where, quite frankly, I don't even have to worry about, can I get the top chest? It's more like, can I help out my clan with the Hydra Clash? If I can help out my clan, that helps me out because you can get those stone skin accessories, hopefully. Very difficult. We don't usually win. I'm happy when we get anything. But my team keeps getting better, and that's the way it goes. So I got 474 million points on brutal, 267 on hard, 143 on normal. That equates to 158 million points on brutal, 133 on hard, and 143 on normal. So yeah, I just broke my brutal and my hard records. Didn't break my normal record. That's okay. That one was fully auto and I got a little bit RNG'd at the end. That's all right. Still really happy. Unfortunately, it looks like we are in 3rd place right now with a day and a half to go. Hopefully we can hold on to a top 3 finish. We'll find out, but at least my team did pretty well. I hope this helped you out. If you have any ideas for my team, I'd love to hear them. If you have any questions, hey, I'd love to help you out, see what I can do. I may not be the expert on Hydra, but I'm getting a little bit better every week, and that's the name of the game. This game is all about progression, especially if you're not a Kraken or a whale who wants that instant progression. This has taken me a couple years of playing Hydra to get better at this, and I'm getting there, I think. So let me know how I did. If I can help you out, I'd be more than happy to. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you head on out today. And I'll check you out in the next one. See ya.